Okay, hello. We're going to read the documentaries, the Mythic Dawn commentaries. I read the first one on stream the other day, and I wanted to keep reading the rest of them. So, Mythic Dawn commentaries 1. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xerxes, Book 1, by Manger Cameron. Greetings, novitiate, and now first a reassurance. Manger Cameron was once like you, asleep, unwise, protonymic. We mortals sleep the dreaming sleep of birth, the same, unmantled, save for the symbiosis with our mothers, thus to practice and thus to rapprochement, until finally we might, through new eyes, leave our hearts without need of fear that she remains behind. In this moment we destroy her forever and enter the Demesne of Lord Dagon. Reader, this book is your door to the Demesne, and though you be a destroyer, you must still submit to laws. Lord Dagon would only have those clever enough to pause all else the Arubis claims in their full running. Walk first, heed. The impatience you feel is your first slave to behead. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Know that then you are royalty, a new breed of destroyer, whose garden shall flood with flowers known and unknown, as it was in the Mythic Dawn. Thus shall you return to your first primal wail, and yet come out different. It shall this time be known symbiosis, master akin to master, whose mother is miasma. Every quarter has known us, and none bore our passing except with trembling. Perhaps you came to us through war, or study, or shadow, or the alignment of certain snakes. Though each part matters in its kind, the price is always thus. Welcome, novitiate, that you are here at all means, that you have the worthiness of kings. Seek thy pocket now, and look. There is the first key, glinting with the light of a new dawn. Night follows day, and so know that this primary insight shall fall alike onto the turbulent evening sea, where all fates are tested. Again, a reassurance. Even the usurper, when under the Iliac before he rose up to claim his fleet, fear only for a second. Shaken belief is like water for a purpose. In the garden of the dawn, we shall breathe whole realities. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Our order is based on the principles of his mighty racer. Novitiate, questing knight, chaplain, and master. Let the evil ones burn in its light, as if by the excess of our vision. Then shalt our knowledge go aright. However, recall that your sight is yet narrow, and while you have the invitation, you have not the address. My own summons came through a book Lord Dagon wrote himself in the desert of rust and wounds. Its name is the mysterious Xerxes. Almeretada aggregate, forefather of the wife of all enigma. Each word is razor-fed and secret, thinner than cataclysms, tarnished like red drink. That I mention it at all is a testament to your new rank, my child. Your name is now cut into its weight. Palace, hut, or cave, you have left all the fog worlds of conception behind. New Mantia, liberty, rejoice in the promise of paradise. Endlessly shall form and reform around you, piths at entities, all systems only an hour before they bloom to zero sums, flowering like vestments, divine raiment worn to dance at Lord Dagon's golden feet. In his first arm, a storm. In his first arm, a storm. His second, the rush of plagued rain. the third, all the tinder of Anu, and the fourth, the very eyes of Padome. Feel uplifted in thine heart that you have the first key, for it shall strike high and low into the warm rod of false heavens. Roaring, I wandered until I grew hoarse with the gospel. I had read the mysteries of Lord Dagon, and feeling anew went mad with the overflow. My words found no purchase until I became hidden. These were not words for the common of Tamriel, whose clergy long ago feigned the very existence of the dawn. Learned from my mistake. Know that humility was Mankar Camoran's original wisdom. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Offering myself to that daybreak, allowed the griddle of grace to contain me. When my voice returned, it spoke with another tongue. After 3 nights I could speak fire. Read, drink, razor fed, I had a glimpse the path onto the garden, and knew that to inform others of its harbor, I had to first drown myself in search sea. Know ye that I have found my fleet, and that you are the flagship of my hope. Greetings, novitiate. Mankar Camoran was once you, asleep, unwise, totonymic, and I am no more. Now I sit and wait to feast with thee. Now I sit and wait to feast with thee on all the worlds of this cosmos. Numantia, liberty. That was the first book that I read on stream. Good that I read it again. I remembered a lot of it. There were a few things I just didn't remember anymore. It's been a few days though, so it's understandable. Mythic Dawn Commentaries 2. Same title. Whosoever findeth this document, I call him brother. Answers are liberations, where the slaves of Malbioge that came to know Numantia cast down their jailer king, Mastiak, which the Sarces Mysterium calls the Archine. Mastiak, whose carcass was dragged through the streets by his own bone walkers, and whose flesh was opened on rocks thereon, and those angels who loved him no longer drink from his honeyed ichors, screaming, let all know free will and do as they will. Our coming was foretold, my brother, by the Lord Dagon in his book of razors. You are to come as idols drop away from you one by one. You are exalted in eyes that have not yet set on you. You, swain to well travel to shatter of mantles. You, brother, are to sit with me in paradise and be released of all unknowns. Indeed, I shall show you his book and its foul and many-feathered rubric, so that you can put it into symbols what you already know. The sphere of destruction is but the milk of the enslaved. I fault not your stumbling, but they are expected and given grace by the oils. I crave not your downfalls, though without them you might surpass me, even in the coming earth of all infinities. Lord Dagon wishes you no ills, but the momentous, and he wants, you must want. And so learn from the patience of God this, the ritual of want. Whisper to earth and earth. Whisper to earth and earth, where the meddlers take no stones except for blood, as blood is blood, and to the cracking of bone, a bone is bone. So to crack and answer, then fall before the one and one. I call you dragon, as brother and king. Tithes of Drog, 7 and 7, rod of oil, 1 and 1, circles drawn by wet divinities. 3 concentric, and let their lower blood fall where it may, a birth watched by blackbirds. Earth fire first, incant the following when your hearing becomes blurred. Enraptured, he who finally goes unrecorded. Recorded the slaves that without knowing turned the wheel, enslaved all the children of the Arubis as it is. Oh, that's a short one. Interesting, they are not all the same length. 3? It's been a while since I have read this. I don't remember that much. I mean, a while since the first time I got them ever in Skyrim. I think that's when I kind of read them and I just did never read them anymore. Book 3. The Tower. The tower touches all the mantles of heaven, brother novitiates, and by its apex one can be as he will. More, be as he was and yet changed for all else on that path of those that walk after. This is the third key of Numantia, and the secret of how mortals became makers, and makers back to mortals. The bones of the wheel need their flesh, and that is mankind's heirloom. Oathbreakers beware, for the traitors run through the Nimic paths, runner dogs of prolix gods. The dragon's blood have hidden ascension in 6,000 years of our ethereal labyrinth, which is arena, which they yet deny is oathbound. By the book, take this key and pierce the divine shell that encloses the mantle takers, the skin of gold, Scarav Ae Aurvex. Woe to the oath breakers! Of the skin of gold, the Starsis Mysterium says, be fooled not by the forlorn that ride astray the roadway, for they lost faith, and this losing was caused by the Aedra, who will know no other planets, whereby the lords of Lord Dagon instructs us to destroy these faithless. Eat or bleed dry the gone forlorn and gain that small will that led them to walk the path of Godhead at the first. Spit out or burn to the side that which made them delay. Know them as the Nemoli. Every new limb is paid, for by the underknown. See, brother, and give no more to the Hydra. Hydra? I don't know. Reader, you will sense a shadow choir soon. The room you are in right now will grow eyes and voices. The candle or spelllight you read this by will become gateways for the traitors I have mentioned. Scorn them, and fear not. Call them names, call out their base natures. I, the Mankar of stars, I am with you, and I'm come to take you to my paradise where the tower traitors shall hang on glass racks until they smile with the new revolution. That is your word against the Nemoli. They run blue, through noise, and shine only when the earth trembles with the eruption of the newly mantled. Tell them, go. Gartok al-nem, God is come, num mora, num dalai nem. Once you walk in the Mythic, it surrenders its power to you. Myth is nothing more than first ones, unutterable truth. Ponder it this while searching for the fourth key. Understood laws of the arcanature will fall away like heat. First tower dictate, render the mutant bound, for he may do no more harm. As God of the Mundus, like shall be his progeny. Split from their divine sparks, we are 8 times 8 exarchs. Let the home of Padome see us as sole exit. Team, those who know it can reshape the land, witness to the home of the Red King once jungled. He that enters paradise enter his own mother. I Alma Ruma, the Arubis and death in all ways. And death we seek through our dawn, all and death. Falter now and become one with the wayside orphans that fed me. Follow and I shall adore you from inside. My first daughter ran from the Dragonite Road. Her name was Ruma, and I ate her with no bread and made another, which learned, and I loved that one, and blackbirds from her twin behind all time. Starlight is your mantle, brother, wear it to see by, and add its light to paradise. That got really dark. That got really dark there. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so fourth and final one. May the holder of the fourth key know the heart thereby. The Mundexteren was once ruled over solely by the tyrant rose kings, each to their own dominion and border wars. What between their slave oceans, they were akin to the time Teutons of old, yet evil and full of mockery and profane powers. So no one that lived did so outside the sufferance of the drows. I give my soul to the Magnage, saith the joyous in paradise, for they created Maroons the Racer in secret, in the very bowels of League, the domain of the upstart who vanishes. Though they came from diverse waters, each get shared sole purpose, to artifice a prince of good, spinning his likeness in random swath, and imbuing him with oblivion's most precious and scarce asset, hope. Deathlessly I intone from paradise, Maroons the thief-taker, Maroons God's body, Maroons the red arm that went up, Numantia, liberty. Then I note that these days shall come again, my novitiates, for as Maroons threw down League and cracked his face, declaring each of the 19 and 9 oceans free, so shall he crack the serpent crown of the Cyrodiils and make federation. All will change in these days, and it was changed in those, for with the magic word Numantia, a great rebellion rose and pulled down the towers of Chimel Garjig, and the Templars of the upstart were slaughtered, and blood fell like dew from the upper wards down to the lowest pits, where the slaves with maniacal faces took chains and teeth to their jailers, and all hope was brush fire. Your dawn listens, my lord. Let all the Arubis know itself to be free. Maroons is come. There is no dominion save free will. Sons were given as your red legions move from League to the hinterlands of Chill. A legion for each get. And Cudi was thrown down, and Jeff was thrown down, and Hormagail was crushed with cold salt for forevermore called Hor, so shall it be again under the time of Gates. Under the mires, Malvioche was thrown down, that old city of chains, slaked in new bone warmth, and set free. Galg and Morgalg were thrown down together in a single night of day, and shall it be again under the time of the Gates. Nothing but woe for Nirn, which has become the pit, and 7 curses on its throat. The Vermaenimok, but for it the Crusades would be as my Lord's creation. Get by the Ge and do as thou wilt. Of no fetters by your own conscience. Know that your hell is broken, people of the Arubis, and praise the Numantia, which is liberty. Nice book. Good book. I like it a lot. I really like it. I do like that we got all the 4 of them here. But I'm going to just close everything. Oh yeah, this one I can open. This, I want to take that, but okay. Close it. And yeah, those were the Mythic Dawn commentaries. Really nice books. Really nice to get to know more a little bit about it. This quest always makes me want to go back to Oblivion for another another playthrough. Don't know, it would be kind of impossible with the amount of time that I have. I'm already doing a lot, so yeah, it would be so nice. I really want to do so much stuff, but time is a limited resource. So yeah, at some point I most likely will do other stuff just for the sake of it, just because I want to. And yeah, Oblivion is one of them that I'm kind of considering. So yeah, that will be all for today. I hope you enjoyed those 4 books, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye! Bye bye.